Hey everybody, it's Weather Anchor Mama from weatheranchormama.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. As I mentioned before, I'm documenting my journey to go back to natural. It's been 5 weeks almost. Yeah, I mean, I'm not quite at that point where I'm losing my mind, but the new growth is starting to come in. With a lot of conditioning, I've been managing to reduce the breakage, and I've even started using a flat iron, something I had never used before. I know, I'm like living in the olden times or something. Anyway, but one of the things I pride myself in is, using conditioning treatments. One conditioning treatment that I've been using for many years, I've been fortunate enough to be whipping out for the last, month or so, castor oil. I'm not talking about the castor oil you find in your beauty supply store or the drugstore. I'm talking about the real Jamaican castor oil. Obviously, this bottle is not labeled, I know. Whenever I go back home or know somebody is going back home to Jamaica, I make sure they pick me up a bottle of castor oil, the real Jamaican castor oil. As you can see, the coloring is like that, kind of like that, brownish tinge. The smell, a little bit strong. I mean, this is not smell-o-vision, but yeah, it's a real strong odor. It smells like picture like a burnt kind of smell. Imagine that. And that's what it smells like. Now, the difference between this castor oil, the real Jamaican castor oil, and the one you get in the drugstore is that there's not a lot of additives. I mean, this is just really boiled down from the plant, pretty much. From the castor beans or castor seeds, it gets boiled down from that, the castor plant itself, and it produces this. I mean, I could probably get a few more uses out of this. Those of you who may not know, castor oil is used for so many different things. I've known people to use it as medicines. Some cultures, they use it as a preservative in foods and things like that. It's also great for, cosmetics, of course, getting rid of acne, lubrication, as far as, moisturizing your skin. There's so many different ones. And of course, the big debate behind that pregnancy issue. Back in the day, they used to use this to induce labor. I know, that's a whole nother subject, a whole other time. But I like to use it to manage my hair, to condition my hair and treat it. So many different ways, especially if you're a natural. All you really need is a drop or like a teaspoon, depending on how much hair you have and the texture of it. You can also, to, I guess, dilute the smell, add like lavender or jasmine, something that you're comfortable with to help with the smell if you're going to use it on your hair and wear it every day. I like to use it as a hot oil treatment. And the way I do that is, I'll get a little like bowl or so, I'll pour some out. Again, I could probably get a good 2 to 3 treatments out of this. I like to put a lot though, so maybe 2. And I'll put it in a bowl, and sometimes I warm it up, sometimes not, depending on the day. I'll grease my scalp with it and put it all throughout my ends and make sure it goes pretty much throughout, especially the roots. That's important because of the new growth, and I want to help to manage that and to soften that. I also sit under the dryer for about maybe 30 to 40 minutes to steam with a heating cap. And I'll run my errands, go out shopping. The smell's a little strong. My husband's used to it by now. And I apologize for anybody who may see me in the street and get a little close and smell the castor oil. It's not that bad, but it is very strong. And then, I'll wash it out the next day. I'll even sleep with it in my hair. So it's really great, and I get this really good feel from it. I used it this past weekend. It's been a few days, and you can just imagine, my roots. I've posted pictures on weatheranchormama.com of my first 4 weeks, and my roots, very strong, not a lot of breakage, not a lot of shedding, and I'm able to, wash it out, shampoo it, style as usual, and it works for me. So my question to you is, do you use castor oil? Do you use a real Jamaican or the real Caribbean castor oil, or do you get the ones in the stores? if you do buy the ones in the stores, I'm not saying not to. It's just you gotta read the labels because sometimes they add different things to it and may not be good for your hair depending on, you know, your hair type and what you're comfortable with. So just read the labels. So let me know. Or if you prefer something else altogether that's working for you, be sure to hit me up, weatheranchormama.com, and leave comments. Always welcome. Hope you have a fabulous day. Mwah! Bye.